12th week of the hard work. Guys, I'm just so excited. So, I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna drop it out. I've made my first sale online. Yeah, I know. It is a huge milestone for me personally. You might say it's nothing. You might say it's just, yeah, it's only once. But I believe it's completely different for me. Because this signals a couple of things. Well, number one, my product is good enough that people buy it. That's number one. Number two, if you made it once, making it again is just a matter of time. It's a matter of when. Because it is gonna happen. If you're gonna do it. If I'm gonna keep doing it, which I will, by the way. And number three, your excuses are nothing. Seriously. Recently, I've learned something very interesting, very powerful, which is everyone struggles the same. We all struggle the same way. Poor struggles from not having enough food, and rich struggles from working really hard. Both of them struggle the same. It's just kind of different struggle, but the amount of struggle is the same, if that makes sense. They both go through the struggle, but it's only up to you which struggle you want to go through. And so, always be sure that what you're doing is something that you can bear, you can withstand that struggle. And the interesting thing about the word passion that I found, passion doesn't really means doing what you love. It means doing something of which struggle you can withstand. Alright? Because no matter which skill you will like to learn, whether it's drawing, whether it's becoming an astronaut, a doctor, an engineer, a lawyer, they're all going through the same struggle. But since they're passionate about it, since they're specifically, they have like a mental barrier, like a shield to be able to withstand that struggle because they like doing that thing. That's what is gonna make them unique in that niche. It is this simple. I believe that this is just the beginning, that soon I'll be making even more. By the way, I'm not gonna say the exact numbers or who it was. I'll just say that it happened. After so long, after 1 or something years, without getting something in return. Just imagine for yourself working about 1.5 years. You got some progress in the skill and stuff, but financial wise, you've made nothing. Just imagine yourself. Would you be able to go through the same as I did? It's probably hard. I agree, it is hard. But I chose this struggle. Not the struggle of being the same, not the struggle of being ignored, not the struggle of being flaked on, of being looked down towards, I've had enough of that. For the past 20 years, I've had enough of that already. There's also two types of risks, which is active risk and passive risk. The difference between these two is you're both risking something. An interesting thing is, even if, so you don't take the active risk, it is, by the way, the risk that most people are afraid of. So active risk is like let's say you go to casino to make some money. So you risk your $100 to make 1,000, let's say. That's an active risk. You have a possibility to earn 1,000, but at the same time you have a possibility to lose that 100 and gain nothing in return. That's the active risk. The passive risk, by the way, is something that you just don't risk at all. You don't do active risk. The problem with the passive risk is that you will stay the same. Seriously, you will stay the same. It is inevitable. Active risks give you something which is feedback. With the feedback, you can always adjust your approach. With the passive risk, it is impossible. And unfortunately, many people choose the passive risk because they're afraid of taking an active one. But just, you should know that it is not the way. It is absolutely not. Alright, so let me tell you what's going to happen in the next month, alright? Next month in March, in the second half of the March, I intend to leave the Turkey and go to Georgia. That is my goal. And I will make it. The reason why is because, well, number one, Turkey is not entrepreneur-friendly country. The taxes, the laws here is just... I can tell you what exactly is going on, but it's just... If you're a beginner, if you're just starting out, it is incredibly hard. Just so for you to know. Right? The exact numbers with Turkey is they take about 10 to 40% of your profit, right? Then every single month they take about $350 on your insurance. This is mandatory, by the way. It's like you cannot skip it. It's number one. And the second one is you pay for the accountant $150 every single month, also mandatory. Then it's even funnier actually. If your customers are from Turkey, you pay also 20% taxes. Just imagine for yourself for a second that you're just starting out. You only make about $1,000 per month. Just, what kind of crazy? How much money would be left with? It's like probably $300 or something at best, And knowing the prices and the cost of living here, it is impossible to live with that amount of money. Seriously. If you will make $1,000, you'll be left with about $500. If your customers are from the foreign countries, you will be left with $500. But even $500 is really, really hard to live with, all right? And so your only way out is just making more money. But still, even if the funny part is the more money you make, the more you'll get charged. So that's the funniest part. So that's why I intend to leave the Turkey. And the other reason is that, well, here I'm alone. I don't have someone who I can share my wins and losses with. There in Georgia, I do have people. Like-minded people, entrepreneurs, who are starting out, who also made just a couple of money, good amount of money I'm speaking with. Not just huge, but for a beginner, really great amount. And they all pretty much waiting for me too. They're all telling me, Benjamin, come here, it's really great here. Together we will work hard. We will be accountability partners. we will make so many results together. And I've said, sure. Yes, absolutely yes. Because I do not want to be stuck here. I want to see the world. I want to get new experiences. Even if it means that I might be starving. I can withstand that struggle because I know it's going to be only temporary. Knowing my attitude, I know for a fact that I will not lose because I don't like losing. And yeah, just basically living with the family is unfortunately living with the family and working on your business is unfortunately really mentally painful. It just gets so much irritating and gets you get like friction inside of your brain. Just it's hard to explain. But if you live with your parents, you probably get what I mean. Oh, but you probably have your own room to be alone, to manage it to the way that make it look good and stuff. But I don't even have my own room. I share my room with my siblings. So the only possible place where I can record and make videos is the kitchen, where I am at right now. You probably heard someone come in just a couple of minutes ago. This is a proof. I'm just fed up with living with the family. And I want to live alone with my buddies, with my boys, and enjoy the life to its fullest degree. And soon it's gonna happen. It is gonna happen. I believe it will. I know where I'm gonna stay, for how long I'm gonna stay, with which transport I'm gonna go there. It's gonna be bus, by the way. I will not lose. I will succeed. I'm telling you. Remember that. Because if you've been watching my old videos, you know what I'm talking about. Just a couple of weeks ago, I've been talking about just starting out my business. Then a week later, I said, oh, I got my first clients. I helped on a first call. Next week, I said, oh, I helped on another call and another call. And this week, I said, I just made my first sale. Then next week's gonna be probably like, oh, I made my second sale, maybe third one, maybe fourth one, and so on. I can absolutely make this happen. You too. Alright. Remember, my friend, belief plus action equals correction.